what we learned was that they're not in the business they think they're in. They think they're in manufacturing. They think they're in roofing or food or whatever, but they're all in the people business.
Michael, so true. So true. You know, and you alluded earlier to the whirlwind of insanity that was the last few years with the COVID pandemic. And I think if anyone didn't believe they were in the business of people before COVID, how do you have a doubt after COVID that you're not in that bit? Like and if folks disagree with this, please reach out. I'd actually genuinely love to have this conversation, because at the end of the day, how your people feel about you is what matters most. Whether those people are your customers or your employees, it's those interactions, that personal and emotional connection. And at the time we're recording this, we're at a point in human history where our desire for personal and emotional connection has never been greater as human beings. We have friends, quote unquote, friends on social media that are all over the world.
Yep.
But we have higher degrees of loneliness and despair and depression than in any other time in recorded human history. We used to work for an employer who most likely had their headquarters within 30 miles of our house. Now, if you work for an employer whose headquarters is within 30 miles of your house, it tells me one of a couple of things. Either you're in a very hands-on industry, or you work for a very small business that has kind of a retail footprint, or you have a skill set that it's just a matter of time before you lose your job to someone who doesn't work within 30 miles of headquarters, that will be able to do it faster, more efficiently, at a different pay rate, etc. So we're at a very tumultuous time right now where all the rules for employee experience and employee engagement that we've known for decades, if not a century, have been flipped on their head, and we're trying to figure it out as we go.
Yeah. And I try to remind myself on a regular basis about the fact that the first word in the name of our business is family. And so anytime I start thinking about things from a standpoint of, profit and loss and, revenue, it's like, wait a minute, let's think about these people as family. I have an employee right now whose house caught on fire 2 weeks ago.
Oh, wow.
She's only been able to work. She's fine. Family's fine. The house will be fine. But, she's only been able to work like 3-4 hours in the last 2 weeks. And you just got to help, and you just got to be there for her and get them through that, because it'll be appreciated and that will pay dividends.
Oh, my goodness, Michael. So true. I mean, I have not met a human being that hasn't seen tremendous return on investment when caring about another human being.
Right.
Now, I recognize that sometimes we pour a lot of care in and we don't feel that the returned care is commensurate with what we've put out. But I like to think that everyone has had a situation in their life where someone showed them a little extra care and grace when maybe they didn't deserve it, or when maybe they really needed it. And I think our opportunity, our potential to do that with others, whether that's in an employee context or just in a walking down the road, seeing someone context, has never been richer and broader than it is right now.